Good morning, Naomi here from Xanderous Crafty Stash, and today I'd like to show you how to make two versions of the 3D flower that I've made. Now this one was made using two of the 4 bud squares, which is this one, and the base was my square heart, which is this one. And all you need other than that is a pair of old scissors and either silicone glue or glossy accents. Now the only other thing you need tool wise is a non-stick sheet. I'm actually using a liner, the sort you put on a tray to go in the oven. I use that as a non-stick sheet because I can get 2 of them for £3.99 on eBay. It's a lot cheaper than the ones that other companies do, and it's worked for me for years. And I've also got a craft mat to protect my surface. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do is take one of these and you're going to snip that connection there. You're going to do that 4 times. Now I say use an old pair of scissors because this will blunt your scissors and you don't want to be doing this with your desk paper scissors. Okay, so it's as simple as that. 4 snips. So that your petals are loosened but your centre is still intact. Now you'll notice that your the buds are actually rounded so they go up that way, and we need them the other way. So what I do is press down and shape it a bit with your fingers. Be careful because the edges might be sharp. So again, just press down, shape the petals a bit with your fingers. Press down. It's coming a bit closer. Yep, so you press down and shape. Press down and shape. Now one thing I did forget to tell you is that you'll need a centre. Now in my centre for this one I've used this bead, and I'll put in the description how big that is because I forgot to check. But you could also use a pearl. We've got mermaid drops this month, so that might be an option. You could use Stanens. Okay, lots of different things you could use. So with that in mind, what you're going to do is you're going to bend up your petals to the shape that you want. Now filigree is very flexible, so you can do all sorts with these. I love working with filigree cases exactly for this reason. So you get something like this. So have a look at what you're going to put in the middle. And that's one option, is the mermaid drop, which I actually quite like that. Ooh. Yep, so that's one option. Or I could put a pearl in. That looks really good as well. I'm just going to turn my light off because it's a bit bright. Ooh, too dark. Yeah, lighting's a little bit of a problem. So yeah, you've got the pearl as an option, or as I used before, just a little bead. Okay. Okay, so you've shaped your top flower. With the second one of these, a 4 bud square, don't snip. With this one you're just going to press so the petals go out the right way so that you can shape them into sort of a more rounded shape. Comes up. Now you can add as many petals as you like to this, or as many layers I should say. I'm only using 2 because I think that's all it needs. But it might be interesting to try some more layers. So that's curved up, but it's not as curved up as the other one, so that will sit like that. And then this one, I just like to bend the corners up a little bit. This one's my square heart, and I called it my square heart because it's got this little heart shapes all the way around. So I'm just turning the corners up on that one. Okay, I decided I'm going to try this with collard glue. When I did this before, I used glossy accents and that worked really well. I haven't got silicone glue at the moment, so that was an option that I had. Don't use your hot glue gun because it's not very good with metal pieces. It just all gets brittle and falls apart. So let's see how the collard glue goes. So you just want to dollop in the centre. This is where your non-stick mat comes in. You decide how you want that to sit on the top. Okay. Here's another dollop. And put your top piece on. I'm rotating a little bit. And then because I want my flowers to match, I'm actually going to use the same bead again. And just plop that in the centre. Okay, and it's as simple as that. Now you've got to do is put it to one side to dry and resist the temptation to keep touching it. Leave it, I'd say, for a good 15 minutes or so. I'm just going to put mine to the side. I'll be using it later, so I probably won't touch it for about an hour. You could put a felt circle or square on the bottom, and then that means you could just like make a lot of them in one go and you haven't got to worry about the glue sticking to things. So I'm just going to give that a quick clean, and then I'll show you the no glue version. Okay, for the no glue version you will need 2 of the 4 bud squares and 4 of the new long wraps. You'll also need a centre, and I'm using, so you can see that, I'm using one of the new brads, bronze tone brads that we've got in. Now because you haven't got a hole in these, you will need a pokey tool or a crocodile or whatever it is that you use to make holes with. So I'm going to be using my crocodile, and I'm going to put that on the 1/8 setting to start off with, because that's a smaller hole. Now if you see on the long wrap you've got that little round piece, that's what I'm aiming to take out. So I'm just going to punch through there and get a lovely hole. Now this is great for doing a lot of different things. It's so neat. Look at that. That could now be attached to any project with a brad. See? So I'm going to do that with all 4 pieces. And again, I'm just punching out that centre circle on the wrap. Be careful because you are going to push out small pieces of potentially sharp metal. be aware of where they go. Okay, so we've now got the 4 long wraps with the centres punched through. We're going to start the same way as how we did the other flower. Take your scissors and do the 4 snips. Remembering that you only want to break this connection here, you don't want to go all the way through. Okay, and again we're going to press to shape. And then shape your petals how you want them. Now I'm going to make this a tighter dud than last time, simply because I haven't got a large bead that I've got to fit in the middle. So I'm overlapping my petals to allow me to do that. And again, this is a flower that you could add as many layers as you want. I'm just doing 2. Okay, so that's my flower centre. I'm going to take my second one, and again, oops, I'm just going to push, push, and this one hasn't been snipped, so it's not going to overlap, it's just taking on some shape. Okay, so take your brad through the centre of your top bud, through the centre of your next layer of petals, and as I said, you can add more layers if you want to, and then you're going to add the 4 long wraps. So I'm doing the cross shape. Oops. Now you can add as many of the long wraps as you want. I'm just having the 4. Okay, so you've got everything's on there now. Open up your brad. And then you just need to reshape your flower to how you want it. I'm just tightening up the middle again because I flattened it out a bit. Putting the brad in. And then I want these to curl a little bit. So gluing gives you more stability. Things are not going to move around like they are with the brad. But once that's on your piece, things probably won't move. Let's see if I can get you a closer view of that one. Okay, so that's the no glue version. And that's the glued version. And that's just 2 of the things you can do as 3D embellishments using the 4 bud square and using the long wraps and using my square heart. Now these are bulky for use on cards, but they're great for mixed media projects. They're great to go on the tops of boxes or anything that altering, great to go on canvases. There's a lot you can do with the 3D projects, and there's a lot of stuff that we sell that you can get through XCS that will make 3D embellishments. I'll try and get you some more videos soon. Thank you very much for joining me. The sale is on at the moment, 22nd till the 26th of May. So these will just become available. Hope to see you there. And if you do make these, I'd love to see your version. Okay, take care. Bye.